Bonjour, comment allez-vous? Hello, how are you? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Learn with Anubhav. If you have already subscribed to my channel, press the bell icon to get the latest updates. In today's class, we are continuing with discussing this textbook, Cours de langue et de civilisation française, Volume 2, Millennium Edition, recommended for CBSE Class 11th and 12 students, published by Gold Publishers, Ensuite Livre. Till now, we have completed the Culture de civilisation portion from chapter number 1 to chapter number 30, and we have also started the grammar portion. In the previous video, we did the grammar portion of chapter number 1. Today, we are going to do the grammar portion for chapter number 2. All my other videos based on this particular portion of this textbook are present in the playlist titled Mauger Volume 2 CBSE Class 11. The link to the playlist is there in the description box below. So, let's start discussing the grammar portion of it. Le passive, the passive voice. Les touristes visitent la France. Active voice, the tourists visit France. La France est visitée par les touristes. The France is visited by the tourists. By is helping us to forming from direct to indirect, right, speech. And what's happening here? The position of the object and the subject is getting interchanged, right? That's what happens when we go from direct to indirect. That's what happened when we go from active voice to passive voice and vice versa, right? So here in this example, les touristes in the case 1, in the active form, les touristes is the subject, visite, it is what? A transitive direct verb, right? And la France is the complement. So this sentence is in the active form. If we convert it to passive form, then la France est visitée par les touristes. La France becomes the subject. Est visitée. Earlier we were conjugating in third person plural because earlier the subject was les touristes. Now the subject is la France, which is third person singular. That's why we are conjugating in with another subject pronoun. So, est visité. And of course, what's the reason behind this conjugation? We will be discussing it shortly. Est visité par les touristes. Now, the les touristes becomes the complement, and this is the passive form, or la forme passive, ou le passif, and the passive voice. Donc, le son de la phrase reste le même, mais la forme change. Therefore, the meaning of the sentence does not change. It's just that the form or the structure of the sentence changes. I mean, think of it, no. A lot of tourists visit France. France is visited by a lot of tourists. Is there any change in the meaning? No. But the form has changed. To be noted, l'objet direct ou du verbe actif, la France devient sujet du verbe passif, le sujet du verbe actif, le touriste devient complément du passif par le touriste ou complément d'agent. So, the direct object of the active verb, la France, became the subject in the passive voice, and the subject of the active verb, or like the active form, the tourist, became the complement in passive par les touristes, or the complement of agent. So, en général, seuls les verbes transitifs les verbes transitifs directs peuvent prendre la forme passive. So, generally, only the transitive direct verbs can take the passive form. Okay. So, le passif présente de l'indicatif. How to do the passive voice for the present tense? Like in active, it's present, and how to do it in the passive form. So, je suis interrogé par le professeur. There's an example. I am interrogated, or I am questioned by the professor. So, it's in passive voice, right? Le présent de l'auxiliaire être plus le participe passé du verbe are conjugué, followed by the subject-verb agreement if required. I mean, in this case, it's required everywhere because here we are using the auxiliary verb être. You need not to do anything, okay. Now, there's this subject 1 and there's this subject 2. There's a verb in here. Subject 1, verb, subject 2, okay. Now, this is your active form. Now you are converting it to passive. How you will do it? Subject 2 becomes the rather call it the object. That will be better. Subject and object. Object becomes the new subject, right? Verb stays here only. And how to conjugate it? I mean, if in active voice it's a present tense, conjugated in present. Now you will conjugate the verb with respect to this subject, the new subject, right? In which form? You will do present tense conjugation of the verb être, followed by the past participle of this verb. Okay, past participle of the main verb, followed by the subject verb agreement. Here it will be subject verb agreement everywhere, because for the passive voice we are using être, and if être is there, you have to use subject verb agreement. So if it's masculine singular, no change to the past participle. If it's masculine plural, then an s get added. When it's feminine singular, only e. When it's feminine plural, es gets added up, right? So following that, this subject becomes the new object. That is it. I mean, that's all for your transitive, sorry, not transitive, present, what am I saying? Active and passive for the present tense, right? So we have an example here, like interroger is done for the in passive form. So je suis interrogé for masculine form. Tu es interrogé. Vous êtes interrogé. Il est interrogé. Nous sommes interrogés with an S. Vous êtes interrogé with an S. And ils sont interrogés with an S. Now for feminine, what it would be, an extra E gets added up. Like if it's je, if I was a feminine subject, then je suis interrogé with an E, extra E. Tu es interrogé. Vous êtes interrogé. Elle est interrogée with an extra E. Nous sommes interrogés with an extra E and an S. Vous êtes interrogé with an extra E and an S. And elles sont interrogées with an extra E and an S. Because we are taking the subject to be feminine. So ce participe s'accorde en genre et en nombre avec le sujet comme un adjectif. So this participle, the past participle, is an agreement with the genre, with the gender and the number, right, of the with the subject. Like an adjective, very easy. Le passif imparfait et futur. How to do? If in active form, we have imparfait. What to do? Very easy. The verb formation in passive form will be imparfait of être plus the past participle followed by the subject verb agreement. And in case the verb in active form is in futur sample, then again it's very easy. It is in passive form, the futur sample form of the verb être with the past participle. Easy, isn't it? Followed by the subject verb agreement. I mean, need not to say that again and again, but yeah, it's important. So that was it for the grammar discussion. Now let's quickly go to the questions. I mean, this chapter has a pretty much good length of questions, and we will be discussing a lot of answers in the written form and on the board as well. So yeah. Question number 1, we are in the exercises. So, mettez les mots suivants dans des phrases avec des noms géographiques de votre pays. Un panorama, un étang, une vallée, un château, une forêt, une plaine. So, put these words, following words in a phrase with the geographical names of your country. I mean, we do have panorama, pond, valley, castle, forest, and plains, right? So, you need to form sentences out of it. You can do it pretty well. Number 2, conjuguer à toutes les personnes du verbe du présent, de l'imparfait, du futur passif. Mind it. All in passive. Les verbes voir and the suivre. Very easy. Okay, let me do, I'll be doing for just one. Okay, I'll be doing for just one. They have already given the past participle, that's so good of them, right? Participe passé of voir is view and for suivre it's suivi. So let's just do it. Though I got to write a lot, but it's fine. Not an issue. I'm doing for just one form of one verb, okay, because I have to write a lot. Être, okay, so let's just quickly, we are doing first present passive, okay, we are first doing present passive. So, suis, et, som, et, sont. Now the past participle, view. Now view may have an E in case I am feminine. This may also have an E. Ill view will be remain in this way only, but it is L, so it may have an E. It may have E, it may have S as well, it may have ES too. Vous êtes vous, it may be as it is, it may be with an E, or it may be with ES, or it may be with S. Right, else it can be view, or it can be view as well. Now, for imparfait passive, you need not to do anything, just one thing will get changed. Instead of present tense of auxiliary verb être, it will become imparfait conjugation of auxiliary verb être, which is what? J'étais. J'étais, tu étais, oh sorry. J'étais with S, tu étais, il, elle, était, étions, étiez, était, A-I-N-T. Right, very easy. And if it's future sample passive, then what? This will be replaced by the future sample conjugation of the verb être, which is what? Sere, sera, sera, seront, sere, seront. Right, very easy. Now that you need to do all of it for voir, and you also need to do it for suivre as well. Nothing will be changed, just that past participle will get changed, right? Suivi with all the possibilities of the subject verb agreement. Better write it, like E is possible, if E is possible, write it in a bracket, it looks better. It shows that, okay, you are aware of the concept of the subject verb agreement, right? So let me just quickly rub it off. Oh, we have to do a lot of active passive questions in this video. Oh God. I have no other option. I need to erase most of it. Okay. Because we got to write a lot, legit a lot on the board in today's video. Because we are gonna solve question number, okay, third and fourth question I'll do at the end. First, let's just quickly discuss the short questions. Okay, so we have question number 5. Now in 5, what are we supposed to do? Quels sont les noms qui correspondent au verbe? Okay, noun forms of this verb, form nominal, traverser, to cross, so crossing, traverser, T-R-A, okay, let me just write it, no. Okay, next one we have se reposer, noun form, repos. And passer, noun form, passage. Similarly, in question number 6, we are to give the opposite, right? We are to give the form verbal. Quel verbe correspond au nom? So, le cours, form verbal, courir. Then we have le voyage, courir means to run. Le voyage, to travel, so it's voyager. And then what do we have? We have le murmure, to murmur, or to murmur, murmure. Pretty much similar to what we have like the puffed rice in India, murmure. So yeah, it's murmure. M-U-R-M-U-R-E-R. Okay. And the last one we have, réaliser la lecture, fermer le livre, montrer que les routes de France représentent aux voyageurs un spectacle varié. Fine. It's just a reading activity, and then you need to rewrite something. How the travelers in France get to see different varying geographies and all, right? So you can definitely do it pretty well. We are starting with active and passive. So first we are doing for question number 3. I have noted down all the answers because certainly this book is not having the sufficient space to write the answers. So that's why I'm gonna do it from the register. Here's my register, and let me just quickly check whether the recording is going on fine or not. And how many minutes did it get recorded? 15 minutes here only. Nice. The video is going to be pretty long. Anyways, first one, active form. The question is inactive and we need to form passive. Very easy. Les voyageurs parcourront les routes de France. Parcourront. It's what? Futur sample. Right. So we got to do it in futur sample passive, futur passive. So les routes becomes the new subject for the first one. The questions are not having any numbering, so please keep referring to the book as well, right? So les routes, since I'm not writing the question on the board, les routes, the fonts seront parcouru with extra es because subject is feminine plural. Parcouru par les voyageurs. Second, nos amis parcourent toute la France. Now this time parcours is in present tense, so we are going to do present passive, right? So toute la France becomes the new subject. Toute la France, third person singular, a present tense conjugation of être, parcouru with an extra e. Toute la France, feminine singular. Toute la France est parcouru par nous, par nos amis, by our friends. Third one we have, nous parcourions toutes les provinces de France. This time it's in Imparfait. Okay, so toutes les provinces, the France becomes the new subject. Toutes les provinces de France étaient, imparfait conjugation of être, followed by the past participle, followed by the subject verb agreement if required, par nous. Fourth one we have, la route suivait le cours de la rivière. So suivre is in imparfait form and de la rivière, le cours de la rivière becomes the what? Le cours de la rivière becomes the new subject. So le cours de la rivière. Now de la rivière is feminine, but la cour, the main subject, is masculine. That's why we'll take it as masculine only. And in subject verb agreement, there won't be any change to the past participle. Okay. La cour de la rivière était suivie. Imparfait passive. Était suivie par la route. Fifth, we have, and yes, we have a lot of questions, like there are 10, 11 questions of active to passive and then 10, 11 of passive to active, which we are going to do in this video only. So yeah, this video is going to be quite long, and please stay tuned. I mean, keep following what I am writing. La route traverse de nombreux villages. De nombreux villages becomes the new subject. So de nombreux, masculine plural. So only s will get added up to the new to the past participle. It's present passive, right? Traverse par la route. Sixth one we have, parfois des troupeaux doivent traverser la route. Parfois will remain at its place only at times. Parfois. Now la route will become the new subject. La route traverse, it's in imparfait, so we got to do imparfait passive. Était traversé, third person singular this time. Okay, la route. La route était traversée with an extra e. Traversé par des troupeaux doit. Okay? Giving you 5 seconds. I don't know, I have to erase the entire thing because I gotta write a lot of things on the board. Okay, so I'm not gonna do it like half rubbing and then writing. No. Take a look, take a screenshot. I am erasing the entire board now. So till 6th we have done, right? Ooh, almost 11, 12 in all. I mean, we are merely done with the 25% of the questions. But yeah, these questions are pretty good for the practice of active and passive. I mean, in the upcoming chapters, you're gonna find a lot of interesting concepts of grammar, right? Sad that many of it is not in the syllabus for CBSE class 11th and 12th grammar portion, right? But it's good to be known for knowledge perspective, right? For knowledge, you must know about it in case you are interested in this language. There's no harm in studying extra. So now we have, the 6th is done. Yeah. Souvent, les autos écrasent des poulets. So écrase is in present. So we will do present passive. Souvent will remain at its place only. Souvent, oh God. Souvent, les autos oh God, no. Why am I writing the question? Souvent des poulets sont écrasés with an extra S par les voitures. Oh wait, why am I writing par les voitures? It's par les autos. Can't change the wording of the question. 8th one we have le chien suivra notre voiture. So the dog will follow our car. Let's make it in the other way around. Our car will be followed by the dog, right? So notre voiture, the new subject. Notre voiture sera suivi with an extra e par le chien. 9th one we have un chien suit notre voiture. Now it's present. Now we got to do present passive, right? So notre voiture. And yeah, like I ended up interchanging the order given in the book. So please write accordingly. Like this is actually the 9th one, and this is the 8th one. Okay. So don't think that I jumbled the answers. I mean I jumbled the questions itself. So yeah, notre voiture est suivi par le chien. Okay, the other one is having un chien and okay, par un chien. 10th we have un ami m'appelle. A friend called me. I was called by a friend. Je suis appelé par un ami. Les camarades t'attendront. The classmates will wait for you. Tu seras attendu. Okay. You will be waited. Tu seras attendu par des camarades. 12th we have le professeur nous interrogera. Nous serons interrogés par le professeur. Futur passive. We will be interrogated or we will be questioned by the professor. So nous serons interrogés par le professeur. I am not writing the full thing, though you have to write the full thing. 13th. Plusieurs voisins l'interrogeaient. Imparfait. So now imparfait passif. Il était interrogé par plusieurs voisins. Then we have ses amis l'attendent. So, elle est attendue par ses amis. Very easy. Un chien la suit. Elle est suivie par un chien. She is followed by a dog. Done with question number 3. Now I got to start with question number 4. Probably the recording went on like what? 25 minutes or something? My guess was right. So I completed this question in 10 minutes. Now fourth question will take another 10. Oh, 35-minute video. Wow. I try to keep my videos short, but they end up becoming long. So sad. I mean, I know viewer attention is not that much, but I can't just break videos to show smaller and smaller content. No, I can't do that. The other way around now. In question number 4, we are having passive sentences in the question. We have to convert it to active form. Very easy, very easy. La route est égayée par le chant des oiseaux. Égayée. So it's present passive. We got to write in present tense now. So le chant des oiseaux becomes the new subject. Now you may say it should be égaye, like a third person plural, but it's le chant, the song of birds, right? Not the birds. This is the subject, it is singular. So let's just drop it. Right. Le chant des oiseaux égaye les routes, la route, sorry. Les routes étaient caressées par l'ombre des nuages. Imparfait. So now we got to do normal imparfait conjugation. L'ombre des nuages becomes the new subject. And l'ombre is the subject, main one, not the des nuages thing. Like, could have been this much, then the verb would have been conjugated in third person plural. But since l'ombre is the main one, main subject rather, we will be doing it in third person singular. So l'ombre des nuages caresse les routes. Hey, I don't know. Now I need to erase the entire thing, giving you 5 seconds. And then because I want to write all the remaining sentences at once without erasing, because that takes a lot of time and effort. So you have 5 seconds, copy it down, take a screenshot, and I'm rubbing it now. So okay, so we are done with 2. This question does not have many things. So yeah, we'll be done with like in 7-8 minutes. We'll be completing this chapter as well. Wow, 2 chapters, grammar portion completed, 28 to go. And I will be uploading simultaneously workbook of class 10 as well. So yeah, there's going to be a variety of content. Then there's this vlog I got to edit of my previous week's trip. So yeah, there are many things that are gonna come pretty soon on my channel. Okay, l'ombre question is done. Third, le voyageur est arrêté par un orage. Un orage arrête le voyageur. Okay, un orage, present tense. Arrête le voyageur. Number 4. Les voyageurs seront arrêtés par des orages. Now, des orages becomes the main subject, so des orages seront arrêtés. which means futur simple. Arrêteront les orages, arrêteront les voyageurs. Fifth, we have beaucoup de provinces françaises sont visitées par les touristes étrangers. Les touristes étrangers becomes the new subject. So, les touristes étrangers, okay, visite, it's sont visités, so present tense, visite beaucoup de provinces françaises. A lot, the foreign tourists visit a lot of French provinces. Number 6, we have, okay, this is done. Les plus belles villes de France seront visitées par Monsieur Vincent. Seront visitées, it's futur passive, so futur simple. Okay, so Monsieur Vincent visitera les plus belles villes de France. 7th, tu seras interrogé par le professeur. Very easy. Le professeur t'interrogera. Vous êtes interrogé par vos professeurs. So it will be vos professeurs vous interroge. Okay. Your professors interrogate you. Ninth, we have nous serons appelés par les camarades, par des camarades. Des camarades nous appelleront. Seront appelés. Futur passif. So futur simple. Tu es appelé par un ami. Present passive, so present tense. Un ami t'appelle. Il était appelé par ses parents. Imparfait, passive. He was called by his parents, so his parents called him. Ses parents l'appelaient. ENT. Third person plural. Right? Yeah. And the last one, je suis invité par mes amis à une grande promenade. Okay, so I am invited by my friend. So my friend invited me. Okay, mes amis m'invitent à une grande promenade. With this, we are done with the grammar portion and technically the entire chapter 2 from this textbook. So yeah, let's put a halt here. C'est tout pour aujourd'hui. That's all for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Learn French with Anubhav. And if you have any doubts or suggestions, you may write that in the comment section below. You may also like my Facebook page by the same name, Learn French with Anubhav. See you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Au revoir. N'oubliez pas que langue française est l'amour.